Anxiety is slowly creeping in on the yet-to-be inaugurated 13th Parliament as reality dawns that the delay by President Uhuru Kenyatta to gazette its first sitting will put it in a tight corner with the election of speakers in the public eye. Failure by the Independent Electoral and Boundaries Commission (IEBC) to gazette the 12th nominated MPs in the National Assembly and 20 in the Senate is making the situation worse. According to Article 126, Section 2 of the Constitution, the President is supposed to set a date and venue for the first sitting of a newly elected Parliament through a notice in the Kenya Gazette no more than 30 days after a general election. Sharon Chepchumba with more.
At the same time,
the new MPs, those returning to the August House after years in the political cold, have been shown the ins and outs of the National Assembly during the orientation session 2 weeks ago. Now they await for the all-important swearing-in ceremony that cements their place in the law-making institution for the next 5 years.
Order member. Yes, this is Mheshimiwa Peter Salasia.
That exercise must now happen before the end of this week, according to the provision of Article 126(2) of the Constitution. Whenever a new house is elected, the President, by notice in the Gazette, shall appoint the place and date for the first sitting of the new house, which shall not be more than 30 days after the election. Accordingly, the President is expected to call the first sitting of the National Assembly through the office of the Clerk of the National Assembly on or before the 9th of this month.
Esther Budoni Rosanna Pasaris. I, Gladys Boss Cholet.
The first business of that sitting will see the members of Parliament take oath of office, an exercise that will be carried out in a meticulous alphabetic order, with members who have served the longest bearing in mind the seniority of the members, before diving straight into the weighty business of electing the man or woman who will serve as a Speaker and Deputy Speaker for the 13th Parliament.
At the same time,
Kenya Kwanza has nominated Bungoma Senator-elect Moses Masiko Wetangula as its candidate for the seat, while Azimio One Kenya will be fronting former House Speaker Kenneth Marende for the seat.
Mumesikia, tumesema kwa sababu tunataka kupanua uongozi wetu katika taifa la Kenya. Tumesema ya kwamba Moses Wetangula ambaye ni kiongozi wetu kutoka Western Kenya, tutamuombea kiti awe spika wetu wa bunge la kitaifa. Na vile vile tutatafuta kiongozi mmoja, tunaongea na viongozi wa pwani ili pia watu wa pwani watupatie kiongozi mmoja ambaye atakuwa spika wa Senate. Katika ile hali ya kuleta taifa pamoja na kupeleka Kenya mbele.
The two will, however, have to satisfy the qualifications that include, amongst other things, that they should not be elected members of parliaments, but must meet the qualifications to be elected as one, and they must also have the support of at least 20 members of parliament elects. The candidates for the speaker's seat in the National Assembly will, however, have to pick, fill and return their nomination papers from the clerk within 48 hours to be considered in the race. Along with the forms, the candidates must provide a letter from the Independent Electoral and Boundaries Commission proving that they satisfy the qualifications to be elected as Member of Parliament and that the candidate is not a Member of Parliament, copy of national ID, CV and academic certificates.
The little majority and little minority are the only ones who have...
Those seeking to deputize the Speaker must also meet the same qualification, except that sitting MPs are allowed to apply. The two formations will also be looking to the Coast region for the Senate Speaker's position, with Azimio la Umoja One Kenya casting its net amongst the pastoral community for the seat as well.
Na tukifungua bunge, nataka niseme kwamba pia tunapongeza team ya Kenya Kwanza, na mimi I have a special interest here, kwa sababu kupitia kwa Kenya Kwanza, kupitia kwa kiongozi wetu na wajumbe wetu, tumeweka ndugu yetu Moses Masika Wetangula mbele kuteuliwa kama spika wa bunge, na mimi najua kupitia kwa maombi yenu yale yatatendeka. So we seek your prayers also as we move forward to that.
The two sides will be hoping that Their strength in both houses, coupled with the support of the independents allied to them, will be enough to get them over the threshold to take the leadership of the two houses. Maisha Prime, Maisha Television, I'm Sharon Chepchumba.
So at the same time,